What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another MLB DFS video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section and enter your name into the $50 giveaway I do every single week on this channel. I announced the winner of that in today's first video of the day, which is the NBA Prize Picks video. Go check that out if you haven't already. What an amazing week we had last week, man. Ever since I have gotten my hands on this extra data to be able to utilize into my research and kind of not only shorten my research time but expand my research has been amazing. The last week was fantastic. Very solid weekend as well. Excited to just keep this going, man. As we all know, MLB season has been that sleeper season for us over the last 7 years. Like, it's just been a huge sport for us in DFS. A lot of people start sleeping on it. When basketball ends, a lot of people sleep and don't play baseball because they don't know about it or don't watch it, blah, blah, blah. But it is a moneymaker. It is one of those bigger moneymaker sports that you could play in DFS because you have less competition, because less people play it. So there's just so much money to be made in baseball, and it's a perfect time to just stack up your pockets and your account for when NFL season comes back up. So I'm excited to just keep it going, man, and have another fantastic season. GreenlightDFS.com, as you can see at the top left of the screen, we are at the Greenlight DFS Optimizer, which can generate 150 DFS lineups just like that, easy. Um, and it goes off of GPP style scoring, so it's trying to get you the highest upside that it possibly can with these projections. These are our personal projections for GPP. You can utilize these, build 10 lineups, 15, 150, just depending on what you want to do for the day. So, or just one, whatever you want to do. The optimals obviously will be posted on the MLB Access page where I put what I believe through research and analyzing the slate, roster construction, and all that, the most optimal versions that you could possibly play for DraftKings and FanDuel. And also, my favorite prize picks will be posted. We're starting a prize picks ladder challenge. Details on how that kind of works is on the MLB and NBA access pages right now at the bottom of the page. Pretty much, I'll be posting two of my absolute favorite picks for each sport from prize picks, and we will work our way up and just stack up, stack up, stack up, stack up, and try to get as far as we can without losing on that prize picks ladder challenge. So make sure you go check that out, see how that goes, and how much you're supposed to bet to win, and continue doing that. We will be starting that today, as well as DFS. Obviously, continuing. NBA is going to have not only the main slate, 2 game slate, but we are doing each game showdown as well for NBA. So grab your combo package at Greenlight DFS and let's get it. I'm not going to keep up too much of y'all's time. I'll make this short and sweet. Let's get it. First and foremost, the best pitcher by a mile on this slate is Spencer Strider. It's not even close. Don't overthink it. Get Spencer Strider in and get different wherever else you can. Strider has so much upside with his K potential facing Miami today at home in Atlanta. It's just, yeah, it's a dangerous thing to try to fade Strider today. He is just, yeah, by far and away the highest K percent pitcher you have on the slate for today. Next up, we have Tommy Henry as an option as a value, but honestly, I prefer Jose Suarez. The Angels are a big favored team today in LA. Jose Suarez is at home, um, and he's just in a fantastic spot to be successful here against a bad Oakland offense. Kansas City and Oakland have both been bad offenses. You can go Tommy Henry or Suarez. I personally prefer going more Suarez today so far. But you can go either one, I guess. I mean, if you need 800, I guess Tommy Henry you can. But yeah, I prefer Jose Suarez as my SP2 today. Sure, there's other options that you can go with that are in decent spots, but Sonny Gray's against the Yankees, which he could easily get blown up at 9-3. That's a good Yankee offense, but they also could strike out. Chris Bassett against a solid White Sox offense. Jordan Montgomery in San Francisco, facing San Francisco. Just nothing really sticks out as like, oh yeah, that's what I want. And their prices are kind of elevated in spots that aren't the greatest, so that's why I'm kind of going a cheaper SP2. First off, because I'm spending up for that Strider, I'm going to go with a value of Luke Voigt. I like Luke Voigt a lot for GPPs because this is a double dong power type of bat at only 2.5 and a decent total against a bad left-handed pitcher. So it's a fantastic spot here. I'm loving grabbing Luke Voigt as a value option early on in the slate. Kind of open things up for me for the rest of the way. Be able to get Strider and also get some big time bats that I really, really want. Because one bat that I'm prioritizing and really trying to get today is going to be Mike Trout. I completely understand if you want to kind of try to balance a little more in your bats because you have a guy like Strider. But for me, so far early on in the day, I've been able to get Mike Trout and it hasn't been much of a struggle. Mike Trout's my overall favorite bat on this entire slate today. It is a fantastic matchup. You can't ask for much of a better matchup here. And LA is the highest total projected team on this slate. And Trout has had a couple huge games. So he's seeing the ball very, very well. Wind's blowing out to left field, which is great for righty power as well. Everything's lining up very, very well for Mike Trout to smash. I don't have to get too deep into conversation about why he's the play, but I absolutely love Mike Trout today. All right. Next up, another guy that's one of my favorite bats on the slate because of not only because of his power and his ability to get on base, but his stolen base potential. Yes, he's facing a lefty and it's harder to steal versus lefties, but at the end of the day, Bobby Witt's 5'1", always has the stolen base potential, tends to get on base very consistently, has the power to hit home runs. Overall, he's just a fantastic bat, and he's been the other spend up that I've kind of been having a lot of today for all of those reasons that I just mentioned. And like I said, there's value on this slate to where I've been able to pretty much make this happen no problem. When you go to hitters, overall and you sort value. You've got Voit already at 2.5. You've got Akil Badu who might be leading off in that matchup. You've got Mike Bruzeau who's probably going to bet high in the order against the lefty. He's always hit lefties pretty well at 2.3. Like you've got a lot of different options for value to make these things happen. So you have the ability to get your favorite overall bats. I'm not saying Bobby Witt's my next highest best bat that I could possibly imagine, but I love the stolen base potential on top of the matchup being fantastic. It's just a solid spot there for Witt today. All right, but you can really Witt's the one out of Luke Voit, Witt, and Trout. Witt's the one I would play with if you're wanting to get off of one of them. Okay, but just off roster construction and stuff like that, I haven't had any problems being able to spend up for my guy that I want a shortstop. So, and that's it. Spencer Strider, lock. Don't overthink it. Jose Suarez is my favorite value pitcher, SP2, to make the whole lineup work. Luke Voit as a value bat with a ton of power. As you know, when you go these value bats, you want guys who have that home run possibility. Because if they hit a home run, they're immediately smashing value. So when you're punting on a value guy, get one with power that could homer and really change your whole lineup. Bobby Witt Jr. and Mike Trout are the two spend up guys that I'm rocking with early on. Both just elite options in that 5K range, not in that 6K like you're going to have to spend for Ronald Acuna, Otani, almost got to spend 6K for Vladdy, like all these guys. And there's a very high probability I don't spend for Vlad today because of Luke Voit value. You know what I mean? But hey, roster construction and expected news when it comes out can change all of these things. You know what I mean? Like there could be other value that pops at different positions and makes it so yeah, okay, I will spend up at first. You know what I mean? So roster construction is a big part of it, and that's where I spend a lot of my time throughout the day because a lot of this data I already know because of the years of playing this and playing just nonstop every single day. A lot of this data I already know. But then I have the access to more data that I obviously have to go through and find the best absolute spots. And then when it comes to roster construction, I spend a good amount of time just off that to make sure that I am you know, building the proper way and having the most optimal line that you can. So, greenlightdfs.com, baby. Get involved for the optimals to make sure you're in the best spot to be successful every single night. That's the point of Greenlight. And then you have the optimizers. Then you have the access to the member exclusive tools, which you're going to get access to the Props Made Easy NBA tool, Props Made Easy NHL tool, Props Made Easy MLB tool. Access to all of that comes with Greenlight membership. So definitely utilize all of the content that you get at Greenlight. And let's continue smashing baseball, man. Let's have another fantastic week. Excited to make money with y'all again. And let's get it. I'm out. Peace.